My name is John Werner. I will be your MC this afternoon. I'm Professor of Management and Chair of the Department of Management. Welcome to our guests. This is our third annual Masters Hooding Ceremony, as they will not be getting the hoods put on them tomorrow. We'll be doing this now as a special thing this afternoon. I'm honored to be here with you today. We have in the hallway for our procession, we have a special treat today. We have Interim Chancellor Cheryl Green, along with Dean John Chenoweth, our platform party, our faculty, and then our students. So please, if you will, welcome now those who will be coming in with the platform party. Leading in our students, Praveen Parbotia, Director of the Doctorate in Business Administration, and Darcy Becker, Chair of the Accounting Department. Thank you. Please be seated. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Business and Economics, I want to thank you for supporting our Spring 2019 Masters graduates. This Masters Hooding Ceremony is a special occasion to acknowledge their success in completing their graduate programs. It's a time that all of us can recognize them in a more personal way than is possible tomorrow morning in the general commencement. Just to remind you, graduates, you're not graduated until tomorrow, but this is an important thing that we wish to do in addition to that. We are honored today by the presence of our Interim Chancellor, Dr. Cheryl Green. Dr. Green, would you just please stand briefly? Dr. Green wanted to be here personally to congratulate our graduating candidates during the ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us, Chancellor Green. I'm pleased, first of all, to welcome John Chenoweth to the front. John Chenoweth is our dean. He has been active in UW-Whitewater campus since 2002, when he came as an associate professor of information technology. He served as chair of the IT department from 2006 to 2011, as associate dean for the college from 2011 to 2015. In 2015, John Chenoweth was appointed dean for the College of Business and Economics. Dean Chenoweth.
Thank you. Welcome and congratulations to our graduates, or soon-to-be graduates tomorrow. The completion of your master's degree is a significant achievement, one that will no doubt be a milestone in your professional and personal lives. The celebrations over the weekend, with today's ceremony and tomorrow's commencement, are a fitting way to honor your accomplishments. Your graduation comes during a special time in the university's history. We are concluding the year-long celebration of the sesquicentennial. It commemorates 150 years of educational excellence. Last fall, we marked the 105th anniversary of the very first business education course at UW-Whitewater. And 55 years ago, in 1964, the School of Business and Economics, which is now called the College of Business and Economics, awarded its very first master's degree. We are also mindful of our AACSB accreditation milestone this year. The college has been continuously accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business since 1974. And this year, our AACSB accreditation was extended for another 5 years. AACSB accreditation is important to our alumni, current students, and potential students because it attests to our rigorous curriculum, high-quality faculty, and outstanding student experiences. You can be assured that your degree will be respected by employers and other institutions. Along with our extensive history, we have approximately 30,000 alumni currently working in business and academia. As you advance in your career, it's likely that you will cross paths with CoBE alumni. And you'll find we have a passionate group of alums that actively give back to the college and to each other. I encourage you to seek out and cultivate these relationships because you will find advice, support, career connections, and friendships. While we celebrate our accomplishments, we look forward to extending the rich legacy of success. We are intensely focused on maintaining our status as a world-class college you can proudly call your alma mater. We continue to develop rigorous and relevant curriculum and work hard to attract and retain the best faculty possible. We hope you share the journey ahead with us. As you encounter new opportunities and contemporary challenges, these experiences will enrich your acumen and your insight. We rely on alumni as advisors to the college and student mentors, and we welcome your expertise. My congratulations to you and best wishes for your future success.
Thank you, Dean Chenoweth. I'd now like to introduce to you our student speaker, Katie Koenitzer. Katie is graduating with a Master's of Science in Environmental Safety and Health. She's currently employed as an Occupational Environmental Safety and Health Manager at American Packaging Corporation, a large flexible packaging company. Katie also received her Bachelor's in Occupational Environmental Safety and Health from UW-Whitewater back in 2013. Katie.
Thank you. Greetings, fellow graduates, or should I say current or future CEOs, executives, business managers, occupational and environmental safety and health directors, CFOs, or accountants. That's a lot. All of us in this auditorium are assembled for a reason. We felt a drive or a compelling passion to develop professionally with the intent to accomplish better things. Each graduate in this room could define these better things differently. Personally, my interpretation would entail creating safer work environments by preventing workplace injuries, illnesses, and fatalities. A common phrase that goes, ensuring each worker returns home in the same condition in which they arrived that day, is an impactful and very simple way to express the main idea. Additionally, a better thing in occupational and environmental safety and health is actually practicing environmental stewardship to promote a sustainable society. An MBA graduate, conceivably a prospective CEO of a Fortune 500 company, would classify these better things differently. Perhaps this may include learning how to embrace digital transformation in his or her organization, or understanding how, as an individual, they can contribute to a society in which exists the spread of globalization, or mastering ways to leverage these very powerful economic shifts. While the differences may outweigh the commonalities amidst our areas of expertise, each one of us ultimately find common ground. We all share one of these better things, perhaps even the most paramount. We strive to improve the well-being of every organization in the world's most valuable assets, our society, our environment, and all of humanity. That, my fellow graduates, is a vision that we all share, regardless of our master's program, regardless of our political views, regardless of our industry sector, and regardless of our career aspirations. We do what we do because in our hearts, we feel that they are better things. Better things for our employees, better things for the business that we engage in, and better things for this ever-changing society. Our contribution of these better things will shape the world as we know it. So, challenge the status quo, behave ethically, drive innovation and creativity, and do not settle for mediocrity. Settle for nothing less than better things. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., we are challenged to rise above the narrow confines of our individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. The support we have all received from our parents, spouses, and partners, children, and the UW-Whitewater faculty has allowed us to be here today. This is a defining moment, not only for us as graduates, but also for our support systems. In closing, and on behalf of our 2019 College of Business and Economics spring graduates, we extend a most sincere thank you.
Thank you, Katie, for your thoughtful and strong words to our graduates and to all of us. It's now my honor to introduce our alumni speaker, Emily Grunwald. Emily holds a BA in theater from the University of Minnesota, earned her MBA from UW-Whitewater in 2016. An avid arts lover, Emily spent the first 10 years of her career in nonprofit management, leading arts organizations in the area. In 2011, she came to UW-Whitewater as Director of Development, served as Executive Director for Philanthropy and Alumni Engagement from 2013 to 2018. The arts reclaimed Emily last year. She currently serves as Vice President for Development at the Overture Center for the Arts in Madison, the state's largest nonprofit arts organization. Welcome, Emily Grunwald.
Thank you. And thank you for allowing me to celebrate this day with you. 3 years ago, I was in my cap and gown and trying to take in the significance of this moment. I was the first MBA in my family, and I had all of this hard-earned knowledge I didn't want to lose. And it felt like everyone was asking me, what's next? But what I was really looking forward to was just some more free time in my life. Perhaps you can relate. You have just completed a substantial time and financial investment in yourself. And you may feel that you need to have your entire career figured out at this moment. We live in this time where there's inspirational quotes all over the place staring at us, making us feel like it's all so simple. And in fact, I heard today that the best advice is either simple or convoluted. And I think most advice is both simple and convoluted. Messages like find your passion and never work a day in your life, or just write down your goals and you'll make it happen, or an oldie but goodie, you can have it all. In one form or another, they're around us all the time. And when real life sets in, that's when the convoluted comes out. Let's talk just a bit about find your passion and never work a day in your life. It's a graduation staple. For me, I graduated with an undergraduate degree in theater and quickly realized that I did not want to act. So that was my first passion that I needed to figure out what my next one was going to be. As I worked in arts management, I realized that fundraising was where I could find my niche. I love hearing people's stories, and I like to understand what they're passionate about and help them make an impact on things that are important to them. When I came to Whitewater, it was really easy to find my passion here, particularly working with the College of Business and Economics. And when I saw the program in action, I knew it was finally the right time for me to pursue my MBA. 2 months into my first semester, I was approached about taking the executive director role as an interim. And that would mean that I'd move from peer to supervising and leading my friends. I would also continue in my role with the College of Business and Economics and also take on another interim role supporting the College of Letters and Sciences. I said yes because it was the right thing for the organization, but I really wasn't interested in it long term. Well, 3 days after I said yes, I found out we were pregnant with our second child, and 3 days after that, we had fleas thanks to our cat. And so here I was, a pregnant MBA student with a 3-year-old, fleas, and 3 jobs for the price of 1. And I am so grateful for my supportive husband who took it all in stride. And by the way, he also had a flat tire that week. So let's just take a moment to say thank you to all of the people here today who help you take it in stride when life just has added a little bit more stress than you really need. So please, thank your families. Never underestimate the importance of a strong support structure. Thank, celebrate, and love these people fiercely. You are going to need coworkers and friends and family to pick you up on the bad days and help you celebrate wonderful things like today. So lots of people ask, how did I make it through that period of my life? And I honestly can't tell you. I get stressed out just thinking about it right now, but in the moment, it wasn't that stressful. I did what I could each day. I learned how to delegate. I was incredibly grateful for my team. We hired people, and we all worked really closely together to make something better from where it was. And over a period that 5 years, we took our team from the lowest point of morale to setting 2 fundraising records for the university. And it was a lot of fun, and we definitely had a lot of passion. But it was a lot of work. And so finding your passion doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, that you're never going to work a day in your life. It means that there will be failure, that there will be low days, and you are going to work really hard. You spend an awful lot of time at work, and you should find your passion because it's going to be more personally fulfilling if you do. But it isn't a magic pill. But once you have your passion, then you just write down your goals and they just happen, right? Right. Well, I like lists, strategic goals, actions, key performance indicators, and tests. I actually really like tests. I also love New Year's resolutions. My 2016 New Year's resolutions were finish my MBA, secure $1 million gift for the university, qualify for the Boston Marathon, have 12 new experiences with my kids, and 12 dates with my husband. Now, here's the lesson. If you want to take all of the romance out of a date, make it a to-do list item. In 2016, I completed my MBA. We may have had 12 dates, I don't remember. And we did have 12 new experiences with our kids, but I missed qualifying for Boston by 3 minutes, and no donor was on my timeline for an incredible gift for the university. But in 2017, I did qualify for Boston, and a long-term donor made an incredible gift to the university, a good portion of it which supports College of Business and Economics undergraduates. So I thought hitting all of these goals was going to feel fantastic, and it didn't. It really didn't feel like anything. There were no fireworks or parades. It was just one day I had goals, and the next day I didn't. And I tried to find the new goals, and I couldn't find anything I attached to so readily. So what I learned that for me, it's not about the outcomes that's really important. It's about that journey and working together towards something really exciting. And while I was in that process for those 2 years, I was so focused on my goals and trying to control everything to make them come true that I often forgot to leave room for anything else. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that are outside of my control. But written, specific goals and plans are critical. They provide vision, direction, action, and help you monitor that progress. It's very hard to get anywhere without them, but like all things, moderation is key. So there is a cost of being so focused that you leave no room for other people, ideas, opportunities, or spontaneity that will ultimately lead you to better places than you could ever imagine. So take the time to put those down and hang on loosely and just don't let go of them. Then you can feel like you have it all, right? Here's what having it all looks like for me. I'm in the second year of the MBA program. I was sitting on the couch nursing my newborn daughter, Allie. My 4-year-old had just had a mega temper tantrum and was falling asleep right here. The cat that gave us fleas was at my feet, biting me. I was reading my qualitative stats homework and trying to reply to emails for work. I really felt like I had it all at that moment. And you know what? I also felt like I never really even wanted to shake another person's hand as long as I could live. But because sometimes having it all feels like having too much. I meet a huge variety of successful people in my line of work, and most of them UW-Whitewater graduates. And as Dean Chenoweth said, they are eager to open their networks to you, so please connect with them. They are C-suite execs, venture capitalists, university presidents, entrepreneurs. And most of them that I meet are later in their careers or in retirement when they feel a bit reflective. I have never once heard anyone say that they wish they had worked more. They always say, I wish I had spent more time with my friends and my family. And some have paid the price for that in divorce and strained relationships. We talk a lot about work-life balance these days in a world that expects 24/7 responses. And we feel like we must do it all in order to have it all. But it's a trap. You will never be able to do it all. You just won't. So one alumnus described it to me this way. She and her husband are both C-suite executives, and they have 5 kids. And she says, life is a plate, and there's 3 sections in that plate, and you try to keep work, life, and family, you try to keep those equal. But your proportions are always going to shift because your priorities are going to have to. But it's your responsibility to bring them back after those tough moments. For her, she traveled the world for work, but she was adamant that she needed to be home Fridays for football games. So I learned from her that you can have it all, but you do need to set boundaries and you need to stick to them. I am working on this, and quite frankly, I'm terrible at this. But I'm a work in progress. We are all just works in progress. And perhaps the best quote I have seen on the internet is that we are all born perfect, and we can all use a little work. So cut yourself some slack, and then also try to learn how to do it better. Whether or not you choose to have a family, having a multidimensional identity allows you to be more creative, energized, and bring more value to your workplace. All work and no play does make you dull. And you can't do your best work if exhausted is your normal state of mind. So congratulations on this great achievement. The good news I can tell you is that from experience, your graduate degree is going to help you better manage every aspect of your life, especially your career. You are now equipped to lead, create, manage change with the best of them. So find your passion and be prepared to work for it. Have a plan and be flexible. You can have it all by setting some boundaries. And now you need to go out there and make us proud. Once you have found your level, your version of success, please come back and share it with the UW-Whitewater family as a mentor, as speaker, and of course, pay it forward as a donor. Congratulations to the class of 2019, and welcome to the Alumni Club.
Thank you, Emily. It's delightful to hear words of wisdom from one of my former students. Next up, we introduce the Online Teaching Excellence Award winner First, a question to our graduates. How many of you took at least some of your courses online? Could you? Almost everyone. Over half of your courses online? All of your courses. My goodness, look at that. As you can tell, a growing proportion of our master's courses are taught online. And so 3 years ago, we began offering this Online Teaching Excellence Award. High-quality instructors help our online programs to stand among the country's best, and this award honors their contributions. Those who were enrolled in online courses this spring were asked to rank online professors, and the winner was based on the number of votes. There's a lot of friendly competition going on for this. I'm quite jealous that I'm not on the list at all. Those up towards the top of the list, Andrew Dahl, Rimi Zakaria, Aditya Simha, and the winner this year is Brian Hewells. Brian is assistant professor of accounting. He's been with our college since 2017. He was an undergraduate with an accounting degree from us, and he also has received his doctorate in business administration from UW-Whitewater in our first cohort. He has 2 master's degrees from DePaul University, one in taxation, one in accounting. He teaches both undergraduate and graduate courses, including MBA and MPA coursework. To date, he's enjoyed research related to better understanding the behavior of individuals related to tax compliance, as well as the development of various teaching case studies. Since joining UW-Whitewater, he has successfully published his research in the Journal of Accounting and Finance and the North American Accounting Studies. So here's how it's going to work. He's going to give his remarks, and then we'll ask him to leave the room. We'll vote on whether it was good enough for him to get the award. Oh, no, wait, that was for his DBA. Sorry, wrong script. Okay, Brian, please come and speak to us.
So I teach accounting. Most of you know that. I've had, as I went through my sheet, I highlighted everybody that I've had throughout your programs, and it's a significant group. The joke that I'll start with is I'm pretty good with numbers, but the words don't always go the way I plan. So I just want to say thank you for the honor of receiving this. When they had shared this with me in advance, I just sat there and was kind of like, wow, awesome. Like, is this real? So then I went home and I talked to my wife, and it was like, well, why me? Like, you see this group over here? I mean, these guys are awesome. And I say that because I went through the doctoral program, and I had John, and he was a good teacher. If it was online, I would have voted for you. But awesome group. So I'm like, why? And I came down to it that it had to be because of my awesome accounting jokes. And the funny part is there was actually more laughter there than I've ever gotten in the classroom. So I knew it wasn't the accounting jokes. So what it came back to for me is the love and passion, as Emily said, that I have for this job. It's not the accounting. I should have started with this too. I have 2 little girls and a wife, and ever since they were born, I just start crying at times. I was fine before that, but anyway, so it was the love and passion for this position that I think maybe just a little bit of that came through to you. And if you voted for me, thank you very much. But as I stand here and talk to all of you, I guess my comment would be that I really hope in life that you find your true love and passion, okay? And to give you a little bit, there's a quote, I think it's attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson, "Life is a journey, not a destination." And I thought it would be helpful for you to hear just a little bit of my journey, because we don't talk about it much, especially online. So I went my undergrad here at Whitewater in accounting, and I got a job as an accountant. And around 6 years into that, I said, you know what? There's got to be something, a little more love, right? So I went and I started up a boat business. I quit my job, cashed out my retirement, moved to a new town, did all that stuff. I did the boat business for a couple years and didn't go quite as well as we would have hoped. I should have paid a little more attention in my undergrad classes. And then I got into software design. I actually learned to code and wrote a program, and I started selling it to boat dealers across the country. From there, I got into being a controller for a smaller business, doing CFO-type responsibilities. And throughout all that, I was actually a personal trainer, and I got certified. Thought maybe that's my passion. So you think about this and you're probably going, man, Brian cannot hold a job to save his life. Which my wife may agree with you. But all of that has created the passion that I have today for teaching. I would not be the teacher I am today if it wasn't for those moments and for those jobs. And all of us have our journey, and I want you just to hear from my journey. So first, we all share this together. Our foundation is our education, right? We'll go deeper to the parents in the back of the room and the loved ones. You guys are the foundation, but we all have this education that you're going to do great things with. I have no doubt you're going to do great things. The other thing, part of my journey were experiences and failures and messing up and all of that stuff. And it's one thing to do like, man, that sucks. I really lost a lot of money doing that. But you know what? I'm not going to make that mistake again. And that's all part of my journey. And that all contributes to the love and passion I have for teaching. Because if I never went along that journey, I would never know how much I love to be with all of you. Okay? So completing your degree is a huge milestone. You guys should be proud. You guys proud? Yeah, so are you guys thankful for the people that helped make this possible? Yes. And honestly, how many are like, 2 more finals and I'm done? 2 more finals. Anybody? 1 more final? 5 days of class left? Anything? Last week? Nobody? You weren't counting down to this? Who was counting down to this? All right. I think most of you were counting down to this. And it's okay to do that. I've done that too. But your journey is just beginning, right? This isn't over. This is just a small little pebble in the rest of your life. So the message I'd like you to take, all of you, is you may not be 100% sure where you want to be. When I graduated with an undergrad in accounting, I said partner track, that's where I'm going to be in a public firm. And that changed, and that's okay. And my love and passion along the way, I found that little love and passion in every job that got me to where I'm at today. Ask me today, do I think I'll be here in the future for a really long time? I really hope so. But if that love and passion changes, the foundation we have in our education and our support groups goes with us. So in closing, we are all proud of you. Fair statement? We just awesome, right? I also want to say, please be proud of yourself. This is a huge accomplishment. Very small portion of the world ever gets to this level, okay? I look forward to seeing where the journey takes you. So please reach out. Let us know where you're at. Stay connected on LinkedIn. Get involved with alumni events. If you do well in life, we would love donations back. Consider maybe the doctoral program, which I went through, which was an awesome experience, which actually allowed me to even be up here today. But keep learning. Take risks. Be okay with failure. Enjoy the journey, but please try and find your love and passion. Okay? And I got one last thing, and many of the students don't know this because I don't talk about personal stuff, but my mom passed away a year ago on Wednesday, all right? And the irony was it was actually my birthday and stuff like that. But she had a quote that she wrote down 20 years ago that she never showed me. She had an envelope that said, when I pass, I want you to open this, right? 20 years ago she wrote this. And this quote, I think we should all live by. So this is what she wrote. Remember to enjoy life. It is too short to waste. Do your best, but be satisfied with your limits. Remember that you can never fail in life, only quit. So my comment in closing is, don't ever quit, guys. Keep going, enjoy the journey, and just congratulations, and then thank you again for this honor.
On behalf of all of us, thank you, Brian, and congratulations. All right, the teacher in me has to say one more thing to you graduates. Reflect before the end of the day on one of the words of wisdom that you heard today and write it down and see what you can do to put it into practice. All right, this is the time we've been waiting for. We'll move into our hooding ceremony. If you noticed on the back here, there's some more information about how we come to have the gowns and the hoods. This was something that was particularly for those who had moved beyond a bachelor's degree, and there's a monastic or our church background to this. Our hood at UW-Whitewater is black fabric lined with purple and white satin. Those are our official academic colors. It's edged in royal blue velvet, which is the color for our College of Business and Economics. So we're now going to present our candidates for hooding. So how it's going to work is our marshals are going to release them, and they're going to move out towards the back. They're going to come around, and then they're going to move forward this way, and we're going to read their names by program. So marshals, would you begin the having people come? So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. The first graduates will be those from in the Masters of Environmental Safety and Health. Row by row. First, we have Associate Professor Donna Vosberg, who is going to be hooding for the Masters of Science in Environmental Safety and Health. Congratulating them will be Dean Chenoweth and Chancellor Green. Katie Koenitzer. Mike Gloria. Joseph Knapp. And Travis Prox. Right, MBA. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Theodore Shove. These are our graduates in the area of occupational safety and health. Now I'd like to invite Abby Daly for the Masters of Professional Accountancy candidates. James Abram. Emily Adair. Morgan Allen. Connor Arneson. Zachary Bartz. Anna Benzine. John Brand. Sarah Furstenberg. Donald Hewitt. Annie Keilhofer. Ellie Felker. Andrew Langenhahn. Kisu Lim. Yichao Lin. Shannon Meinholz. Jacob Mendy. Haley Osborne. Matthew Ropel. Alec Salutes. Jack Sauer. Allison Schultz. Adam Sherry. Lauren Splitter. Daniel Usdom. Kyle White. And those are our candidates for the Masters in Professional Accountancy. Finally, I'd like to invite Associate Dean Paul Ambrose to do the hooding for the Masters of Business Administration candidates. John Boy. Another former student. Okay. Noah Avigdor. Debbie Blank. Matthew Bolter. Shelby Buchanan. Nathan Carroll. Bryce Edwards. Sean Gannon. Alicia Jenin. Carson Goff. Catherine Harrison. Stephanie Hoover. Nicholas Howe. Madison Joy. Emily Koresh. Melissa Pierce. Kavianne Ramdeo Williams. Elizabeth Roy-Damon. Liz Sebro. Abra Staten Miklevitz. William Striegel. Alec Truhart. Ting Yi Wang. Kelly Wolf. Levi Wolf. Megan Wright. Terry Zimdars. Back up. Ron Rumack. Those are our students for the Masters in Business Administration. Students, it's not over until you shake hands again with Chancellor Green and John Chenoweth tomorrow. But please, all of you graduates, would you stand now at the end here? Just stand for just a moment. This is a significant achievement, so all of us in the room, let's now please salute them for their accomplishments. Students, remain standing. And now all of us, family, friends, and everyone in the audience, whatever your circumstance, this was a significant undertaking. As we heard from our speakers, it requires your commitment, sacrifice, and a strong support network. So would you turn and find those in the audience that are here for you and join me in recognizing them? So turn and recognize those in the audience. Finally, this could not be done without the strong academic faculty and staff, so please join me in recognizing all faculty and staff present here today. All right, you may be seated. This is the conclusion of our master's hooding ceremony. On behalf of the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater College of Business and Economics, thank all of you for coming. Congratulations, graduates. Marshals are going to dismiss those in the front row, and then our faculty, and then the students. So those of you in the audience, if you please wait after that. We have lots of good things waiting for you out in the atrium, so we hope you'll all stick around for a connection, for food, and for celebration. So again, Marshals, would you begin in leading out our platform party and faculty? This officially concludes our ceremony. Thank you again for coming.